The rate of a chemical reaction refers to the speed with which the reactants change into products. It may be expressed either in terms of decrease in the concentration of any of the reactants per unit time or in the increase of concentration of any of the products per unit time. For example, if a reactant gives a product B, as the reaction is going on, the amount of A decreases, whereas the amount of B increases. You can find out the rate of reaction either the concentration of A decreases or in terms of the concentration of B increases. That is the meaning. Hence, the rate of reaction may be defined as the rate of chemical reaction may be defined as the change in concentration of the reactants or any of the products per unit time. Mathematically, rate of reaction is equal to change in the concentration of a reactant or a product divided by the time taken for the change. This mathematical expression is required for the derivation of the average rate of reactions equations. Units of rate of reaction. Concentration of the reactants and the products is usually expressed in moles per liter, and the time is usually expressed in seconds or minutes. Therefore, the units of the rate of reaction are moles per liter per second or moles per liter per minute. When the reactants and the products are in the gaseous state, their concentration are usually expressed in terms of their partial pressures. That is the difference. If it is in the form of a solution, we say that moles per liter. But if it is in the gaseous form, we use as partial pressure, that is in atmospheres. Its unit is in atmospheres. In such case, the unit of rate of reaction would be atmosphere per second or atmosphere per minute. During the kinetic studies of chemical reaction, two types of rates of reactions are generally used. These are average rate and instantaneous rate. Let us see what is meant by average rate of reaction. The change in concentration of any of the reactants or any of the products per unit time over a specified interval of time is called average rate of reaction. Definition is important. That is a specified interval of time. Now, the average rate of reaction is obtained by dividing the change of concentration of a reactant or product by the time interval which the change has occurred. Thus, average rate of reaction is equal to change in concentration of the reactant or the product divided by the time interval involved in the change. For example, we are going to consider a chemical reaction. A reactant A is giving to product B. This is a general reaction. For this reaction, the rate of reaction can be expressed in the following two ways. That means either by the decrease in the concentration of A or increase in the concentration of B. Therefore, let us take the first one in terms of the decrease in the concentration of A. In that case, the mathematical expression can be modified using the decrease only. Average rate of reaction is equal to the change, that is decrease in the concentration of A. We are not taking about the product. We are taking only what happens to A. The concentration of A decreases. And what is the time you allowed for the reaction? That is the time interval in the change. The concentration of the species is represented by enclosing it in a form, in its formula in a square bracket. For example, if you write a square bracket and put A, it is pronounced as concentration of A. The concentration, suppose A1, that means A1 is the concentration of A in moles per liter at time T1. That means let A1 be the concentration at T1 and A2 be the concentration at T2. The differences A2 minus A1 is known as delta A and T2 minus T1 is known as delta T. That is what we are going to explain here. Change in the molar concentration of A, if A2 and A1, this is the A2 is the final state and A1 is the initial state. The difference is known as delta concentration of A. The time required for the change is if T1 is the initial time and T2 is the final time, T2 minus T1 is equal to delta T. The term delta is used to refer the differences of the quantities. It is to be noted that delta is negative. The reason is that as the reaction goes on, the concentration decreases. Therefore, the final concentration A2 means it is always less than A1 or A1 is greater than A2. Therefore, this negative quantity, you cannot write the concentration in terms of a negative quantity because the concentration of A decreases with time. Concentration of A2 is less than A1. That is, A1 is greater. Since the rate of reaction is always expressed as positive, this portion please listen when you are doing assignments. This is very important. Positive quantity, the negative sign is put before delta A in order to make the rate positive. We cannot say the rate of a reaction is negative. Therefore, since we know that this delta A is negative because A2 is smaller and A1 is greater, we must put a minus sign before writing this differences in delta A to make it positive. Therefore, hence the average rate of a reaction in terms of A can be expressed as average rate of reaction is equal to minus, that this minus what we are putting. This factor is already a negative, that we are not putting it because it is already negative. This minus make that negative positive. Therefore, you will get an answer positive. Therefore, average rate of reaction is equal to minus delta A and divided by minus delta concentration of A divided by delta T. This average rate of reaction you can determine in terms of B also, that is increase in the concentration of B. Average rate of reaction is equal to change in increase in the concentration of B divided by time interval involved in the change. For example, if B1 is the initial concentration and B2 is the final concentration, B2 minus B1, that means always B2 is greater. Therefore, you will get only a positive value. You don't have to multiply with any negative sign because here B2 is greater and B1 is smaller. Therefore, average rate of reaction is equal to delta concentration of B. That is B2 minus B1 is known as delta concentration of B. Now, it is to be noted that delta B is positive because the concentration of B increases with time. Hence, the rate is positive and there is no need to put a negative sign before delta B. Since the rate of disappearance of A is the same as the rate of disappearance of B, we have average rate of reaction is equal to, this is a law. That means the decrease in concentration of the reactant is always equal to the increase in concentration of the product. Minus delta concentration of A divided by delta T is equal to delta concentration of B divided by delta T. Now, consider a chemical reaction. For doing assignments, consider a general equation. What is the relationship between the stoichiometric factors and the reactants and the product will be clear from this example. Consider a chemical reaction AA plus BB giving CC and DD, where small a, B, C, D are the stoichiometric factors and capital A, capital B are the reactants, and capital C and capital D are the products. The average rate of reaction is given by, since A is a reactant, it decreases, therefore minus 1 by A. 1 by A represents the stoichiometric factor. Delta, concentration of A divided by delta T, is equal to another reactant that also will decreases, therefore is equal to minus 1 by B, that is the stoichiometric factor of B, into delta concentration of B by delta T, is equal to 1 by C, that is the stoichiometric factor of C. Since it is a product, no need of minus sign. Delta concentration of C divided by delta T is equal to 1 by D, that is the stoichiometric factor of D. No need of any minus sign because this is a product and its concentration increases, is equal to 1 by D delta concentration of D by delta T. This general equation, if you are thorough, you can do any assignment. This general equation will help you to find out the average rate of reaction of any chemical reaction. Here 4 assignments are given. Please try to do it, and after doing it, please refer the text to find out whether your answers are correct or wrong.